Hi guys, my name is Bhagya Rana and I'm currently in my fourth year pursuing computer science and engineering at NIT Surat. This summer I did my internship at JPMorgan and in this video I'm going to discuss my experience with it. This video is intended for anyone who has applied to JPMorgan for internships and have their upcoming selection rounds, or for those who have secured an internship and want to know what actually happens in the internship, or for any enthusiast who want to know how an analyst or software engineer analyst works at an investment banking firm. And I can guarantee you that all the things would cover in detail, and there is no video on YouTube that covers the same. And the whole process, the opportunity was on campus. The company came to our campus for selection, and this was the whole process. The hiring process is for second year students who are currently in their fourth semester, and the hiring process goes like that. The first round is the resume and the CGPA shortlisting round, where your CGPA is passed along with the cutoff criteria of 7 CGPA for the on-campus opportunity. After you clear the first round, the second round is the online assessment test, which is done on a HackerRank platform with 75 minutes for 2 programming questions. And the pro tip is to solve as fast as you can. The third round was the InternVIEW interview round, where you are asked a situation-based questions and you have 30 seconds to prepare for the same. And based on the cumulative performance in all the 3 rounds, first is resume, second is online assessment, and third is InternVIEW round, you are selected for a hackathon, which is Code for Good hackathon. Now, once your training and placement cell releases the list of selects for the Code for Good hackathon, you have a two-day teaching session before the hackathon, consisting of various workshops and seminars. So do attend that webinars, and that will give you insights about how you can perform well in the hackathon. Sort of hackathon survival guide, the tools you will be using, how the whole timeline would be there, what are the do's and don'ts, and now the main 24 hours hackathon is the main event in which that decides your selection into the for the particular JPMorgan internship. And this is the only method through which you can get an internship, the SCP program, that is Student Engineering Program, which is an on-campus opportunity in which the company contacts the JPMorgan. So when you talk about the Code for Good hackathon, basically you are grouped with 6 to 7 people from different colleges, and you are given 5 problem statements from NGOs, and you need to select the best one that fits your team's strengths. And once you select the problem statement, you are given 24 hours to work. Along with that, you are given 2 managers and the mentor support during the 24 hours hackathon to build a minimal viable prototype for the same. And the pro tip is that you can showcase your functionality in the best possible manner, and at the end of the hackathon you need to present them in the form of a PowerPoint presentation along with a working code base. And afterwards they rank. The selection is done by the jury. You need to present in front of the jury for 15 minutes, and later on they release the list of teams which are winner. And one more thing is that even if you are not the winner in the particular team, don't be afraid, because the chances for selection in internship is also high. Because it's not like that if you are from a winning team, you will be selected for internship, and it's not the other way around, that if your team didn't won the hackathon, you won't be selected for the internship. So based on your performance, your enthusiasm, your teamwork, your skills to cooperate and take initiative and build the functionalities would be checked when you interact with the mentor. So the pro tip is that to write clean code and to manage the team well and be a team leader and manage the whole project. So this was the whole Code for hiring platform, and afterwards the list of selected students would be released. The internship was offline, and there are technological offices of JPMorgan in India. The offices locations were Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Mumbai, in which internship was done. There are other offices, New Delhi and Chennai, but their internship option was not given. So I choose Bangalore as my offline address where I would be working as a summer intern. And the perks offered were, first of all, the stipend, which was 50,000 per month. The next thing was the transportation to and fro allowance, up to a cap limit of 15,000 to go to the particular city. Along with that, we will also provide 1 week of stay at a 5-star hotel, the allowance for that. And along with that, some reimbursement of food, of Sodexo food for the on-campus, along with the transportation to go to the office was also provided. And some swags and food are also complimentary there. So these were the perks that were offered at JP Morgan. After you know that you have been selected for Code for Good for the summer internship by a Code for Good hackathon, you would be asked to fill the surveys, fill the surveys for the skills that you possess by JP Morgan. Let it be web development, Android development, or other field, and the projects that you have done, the tools that you use, the mastery over the programming language that you have. So this all skills would be will be taken from you in the form of a service from JP Morgan, and then you will be assigned to teams based upon that. And there may be a scenario that your top programming skills might be web development, and you might be assigned to a team that is working on let's say data visualization or some Android development. So you may or may not be getting a team where you will be aligned with your skill set. So the next part is my interview experience. Now, in the first week, you would be the first week goes into the onboarding to get the access credentials and all the formalities before joining the internship, getting your access credentials into the offices. And after you're done with the basic new employee orientation would be there in the first week, and you will be given all the information of how your whole 8 weeks internship would be carried out. From next week, you would be given time to understand the basics of the technology stack in which you are working at according to your team. Let's suppose if I was in a team of Android development, I was given the second week for learning the basics of Android or revising the stuff which I already knew. Now, from third week, I was given the access to the code base, which was hosted in Bitbucket, and along with the mentorship from senior developers, I was able to understand the component and the parts on which the team was currently working on. And in the third and fourth week, you understand how the whole agile software development methodology is followed in the industry to write a industry level production code, and the best software engineering practices. And you will be assigned the task in the fourth week, and you need to complete the task by the end of the week before before the code gets logged and sets into the production. And now in the fourth, fifth, and sixth, in the fifth week, you would be having a midterm evaluation meeting with your manager, who will give you feedbacks regarding how you performed and what sort of improvements do you need. And sixth, seventh week, you would be also doing completing the tasks which are assigned to you. And in the final last week, there would be a team outing along with some offboarding tasks and offboarding tasks that you need to report to the manager. And along with the journey, you would also be having you would be assigned a buddy or a mentor who would be guide you throughout the 8 weeks in case of any problem or difficulty that you face during the internship. Either maybe it be version controlling system or learning a particular web stack. And for learning resources, they have also provided premium resource of Plural site subscription during the internship, which you can use to learn the technology before contributing to the repository, and your contribution would also be reviewed by the maintainers of the project. So that was all the overall experience for the JP Morgan internship, 8 weeks internship experience. So the technologies will basically depend on the team in which you are assigned. So giving a rough overview of what technologies did we work on, where the first and the most important was the Spring Boot, second was React, third was Java, and fourth was Python, data visualization, analysis. And for continuous integration and continuous deployment, we used Jenkins, and AWS was also used for as a database for storing. And the next, so these were the technologies that were used during the JPMorgan internship. So the whole interaction between a mentor and the intern was continuous evaluation was done with the help of a buddy or the support team that we had along with us. And there were 2 times evaluation with the manager. One was a midterm evaluation after 4 weeks, and the next one was after 8 weeks. That was a final evaluation. So basically, in evaluation, the mentor and the manager both combinedly asked what improvement that you did to the component, what were you able to implement the feature correctly, how involved were you in the team meetings, how good decisions and software engineering practice did you follow while contributing to the code base, and how did you solve the problem effectively or in an optimized manner? Did you seek help from the senior developers, and did you know the right and wrong practices, and how did you interact and treat other people during your internship? So these were all things that were considered and taken care during the internship. So the working hours basically depend on the team for which you are working, and for particular my team, it was working in a hybrid mode in which the team used to come for 3 days offline into the office and 2 days from work from home. And on an average, the working hours were from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and it was from Monday to Friday, and Saturday, Sunday, the weekend was given as a holiday for interns. So this was the working hours, and the working hours were basically chill type, and the work-life balance was also pretty good. You were given enough tasks so that you can complete it in your working hours, and you don't need to spend more time apart from your office hours. And the work culture is at JPMorgan is very supportive, and they encourage you to take initiative, and each and every innovation that you suggest is being heard and worked upon. And you get to meet awesome friends along with good and supportive mentors who used to explain the whole concept before if you're stuck somewhere. And there are also workshops from senior management and leaders, and along with that you also have fun festivals and sports to rejuvenate your mind. Table tennis, football, and these all facilities are also there. Along with that, you also get perks like coffee, teas, hot chocolate, along with food and fun events. So the overall, we can say that the company culture is very chill and relaxed, and you will enjoy working at JPMorgan. So for those who want to get an internship at JPMorgan, they are advised to read all the articles from the interview experiences on platforms like Geek4Geeks and LeetCode, so that they get a rough idea of all the selection process. Along with that, things that I told earlier in this video can be kept in mind and prepare thoroughly and with full dedication, so that you get selected for the internship. And for those who are selected for an internship, there are high chances you would be getting a pre-placement offer from JPMorgan. There are around 95% chance that you will be getting a full-time offer based on your work, unless and until you did commit a bad mistake. You have high chances of getting a full-time offer. And so during the internship, be committed during your working hours, take less leave, and do your work with full dedication and sincerity. So that is all what I want, and no need to learn all the technologies. You will learn everything on the go, and always ask your mentors and keep your manager informed during the whole internship. This will make sure that you are selected for PPO. All the best.